Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, yeah, Harry is this Lord Potato. Hey, this is what if Luffy had, well, uh, mostly had or ate two devil fruits, but yeah, I don't know. I just put had, I don't know. Had, ate, two, yeah, you get the point. Okay, had ate two devil fruits, I just forgot to put the eight. What's it called? So, you're wondering what these two devil fruits are. Well, they're kind of OC that I just made of because why the fuck not? And no, it's not gonna be the Gumma Gumma no Mi. No. But these two devil fruits, I kind of thought of it. Well, one actually really thought about it, but yeah. Okay, let me begin. Or let me actually say what these devil fruits are actually called. One is called a Kit Kit no Mi, and the other one is called Monk no Mi. Basically, that just means, well, if you can see from the pictures, you probably already know what they mean. Now, let me begin into this what if. I'm not gonna name what their abilities are, but I'll mention them later. But I just want to get into the what if, okay? So, of course, we go into Luffy being, of course, like 4 or 5, I don't remember. But of course, Luffy is thrown into the forest by Gramps because Gramps said, hey boy, you need to become stronger. You need to become a Marine. Throws him in there. He just waits for Luffy to just run away from almost every animal. And of course, Luffy is running away. Now, of course, Luffy, when he goes towards the car, he kind of gets hungry and is looking for food and all that. Until he appeared right in front of, well, a food. A weird looking fruit, exactly. Instead of being just a normal looking fruit, this fruit has lines, but like a reddish colorish orange color lines. And of course, the lines are kind of swarmy and all that, kind of straight a little bit, but yeah, you get the point. Now, of course, the color of this fruit is actually, well, a somewhat yellowish, a little bit yellow, white, orange, red, somewhat like that. So, of course, Luffy just says, nom, nom, no. He just eats it all until he realized how bad the flavor was because every devil fruit tastes bad. He's trying to, like, vomit it up because, yeah, it tastes that bad. Now, of course, which devil fruit did he just eat? He ate the Kit Kit no Mi. Now, of course, he doesn't know what the fuck this Kit Kit no Mi is or what the fuck a devil fruit is exactly, but Luffy ate it. Now, this is where I will explain what the Kit Kit no mean. So the Kit Kit is called Kitsumi devil fruit. Now this devil fruit is actually a Zonian devil fruit that I actually decided to create because I don't even know. Because no, there's not really a devil fruit like that. But that's the devil fruit that, well, Luffy's gonna have. Now, of course, this Kitsumi devil fruit, well, allows him to transform to that of a Kitsumi. But he's only going to be able to start with a one tails at the beginning. So he's still young. So of course, after Luffy eating that fruit, he was like, what the hell was that? Now of course, after him like gaggling and kind of saying, oh, this thing tastes bad and needs water and all that, this is where some animals start rushing in to try to kill Luffy, because yeah, now it's a gorilla, and other things start to rush at Naruto. I'm thinking of Naruto now. No, Luffy. And of course, this is where Luffy says, shit. So he's running right now. And of course, this is where, of course, Luffy kind of trips and falls down. But of course, after falling down, he just decides to run and hits his 2 arms and legs, kind of run like a fox a little bit, and be more flexible to just move through around. Now, of course, the animals are kind of seeing this and are kind of confused with Luffy. Now, Luffy is getting that of kind of the flexibility of that of a fox. So yeah. Sorry if you heard me burp and all that. That's just my stomach just kind of, well, I keep burping and all that because I eat a lot. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where Luffy, since he keeps running like somewhat of a fox and all that, I will mention this now. Luffy is getting that of the ability of the Kit Kit no Mi pretty easily, mostly being flexible. Now, of course, this devil fruit is actually a mythical type. Now, since since basically Kitsumi is actually a mythical creature, and mostly the Kitsumi, the stronger they, how they rank in like strength and all that, is the most of the tails. Luffy only has a one tail. Now I'll mention how he gets other tails, but that'll be later. Now since this Delph was a mythical type, and not some kind, if you can say rarity, legend, or whatever. No, it's a mythical type since, well, the Kitsumi is a mythical. So yeah. Now, if you're gonna mention about the other Delphin that I'm gonna give him, well, it's also gonna be a mythical type. Now, since Luffy is running away pretty easily, for some reason a tail behind him started growing. Now, of course, there's a fox, so he's kind of transforming into that of a fox. So he's getting like sharper nails. Of course, his legs kind of going sharper, and of course, he isn't like going into a full fox transformation. He's going into like a half human, half transformation of fox. So his teeth are a little bit sharper, but of course, he's a tiny fox since this is only like a freaking, well, 5-year-old Luffy. Now, of course, Luffy kind of gets the instinct to dodge from one of the animals because one of them jumped and tried to pounce on, well, Luffy. And Luffy gets the reaction just to kick at the animal. So when he kicks at the animal with his half transformation leg of that of a fox, he kicks the animal so hard that the animal is a gorilla and gets launched into multiple trees. With that happening, Luffy is just like, what, huh? He looks at his, like, what's it called? His hands, his legs. He also sees that he has a tail. Now, Luffy also has somewhat ears. Because, yeah. Now, of course, Luffy kind of has, like, the extinct reaction. Since his senses are increased to that of a fox and all that, he managed to dodge, well, a attack from a snake. Since his ears are pretty good, because, you know, let me say again. His ears allow him to hear pretty easily. His senses are super good. They're right now off the charts for being a 5-year-old. So right now, Luffy is dodging and easily kicking some of the animals away. Since even though he is a one-tailed fox, he is still strong enough to kick half of these animals' asses half the time. Now, of course, after doing that, Luffy sees all the animals are kind of stopping to try to attack him again. Until this is what happens when a fox appears. Now, of course, this fox is just a normal orange fox, a tiny orange fox that kind of just jumped on Luffy's head. Now, Luffy was confused, and of course, the tiny orange fox was just on his head, and Luffy thought it was adorable, and well, kind of just let it be on his head. So, of course, animals still tried to attack Luffy, but Luffy did kind of, well, I should mention something. This, he kind of, after seeing that more animals are keep attacking him, he's decided to try to roar at them because he's a fox, and with I don't know what he is. He doesn't know what he is that much, so when he tries to like roar and all that, instead of roaring, he kind of shoots fire out of his mouth. Since a Kitsumi, I kind of read on the whole Kitsumi abilities and all that, and well, of course I kind of read that if they get more tails, up to 9, they get strong enough. Of course, after they grow more, they become stronger, more wiser, or more smarter and all that. I think so. I think that's how I read it. But yeah, also I read on that they can shoot fire from their mouth. Well, I'm thinking from their mouth. I didn't actually read where they actually shoot fire. So of course, Luffy shot fire from his mouth, burning some of the animals and roasting them and cooking them. Now, this is where Luffy kind of just eats some of the animals because, yeah, and he shares with his little fox friend. But yeah, his little fox is a little bit tinier than him, okay? Now, this fox is actually the color of, how should I say? This little fox is the color of green and blue, okay? So it's a mixture with green and blue. So that would make some kind of, how should I say? Turquoise or cyan. But yeah, that would make turquoise, yeah. But yeah. And of course, Luffy is just kind of just carrying the fox on his head all the time. Now, of course, he doesn't feel the weight of the fox because he's in his, like, somewhat his transformation and all that. So, of course, Luffy, he's just eating. Of course, this goes on for at least 2 weeks. And after those 2 weeks, he is, well, kind of just getting stronger over time. So, he's aging at the same time like a human. So, he aged over time, right? Since humans do age over time until they like become this certain age, and yeah. but they age until you become this number. So think of it like you're 18 and a couple of days pass, blah blah blah. You're 18 and a half until, and then after your birthday comes, you become that number 19. Yeah, so Luffy is kind of aging a little bit slow, but that's just how Luffy, well, how humans are. Well, that's how I guess I. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to end it off here for a little bit because I just got caught and some bullshit happened. But yeah, don't worry. This will only be like 1.5 with the other 1.5, 2 that I'm actually gonna do when I come back. But yeah, I just don't really want to leave it kind of pause because I won't remember what the hell happened when I come back. I don't even know how long it's gonna take. Jesus fucking Christ, that's the worst fucking time I'm doing fucking what if. Can't my fucking parents fuck off of 1 fucking minute or something? So yeah. Have a nice potato night, potato see. I'll come back or something. I don't know when.